Hello everyone, we have our news for the week, so let's go through everything. Maintenance is usual time. Ending with maintenance, Dark Visions, War of the Visions events, including the Verse Stern fight, which has a limited mystery crystal. If you have not gotten that, need to do that before maintenance, and just the little War of the Visions farm event. So you have until maintenance to get all that situated. So this week we're going to have Clash of Wills and one new Neo Vision. So we get a login for that, the usual there. Cash summons, the usual there. Exchange shop is pretty much standard what we've been seeing, fragments and crystal and crown there. We do have ability awakening update, which is disappointing because it's only one ability. So Summer Sniper Phasalis gets Water Gut Awaken 2+3. That's all. I was hoping for a lot more, or something more. I mean, it's nice that we're getting some kind of an update, but that's all there. New Hill of Fortune bundle. So it's a login type bundle. You get a bunch of different things, some lapis, expansion vouchers, energy pots, some tickets, Transcension Pearl, Trust Moogle. So it's a bunch of assorted stuff for logging in. So new unit, new vision card. So this one's not that bad overall. So physical type, maxed out, 115 attack, which is decent. 30% fire and wind resist, 70% attack with the katana, and Brave Exvius only units get 500 attack. So for Brave Exvius units, this is pretty strong. Getting the 115 attack and the 500 attack on a non-premium vision card is kind of nice. Item World is coming back. Usual stuff here. Now, the unit we're getting is katana based, but they're giving us a two-handed greatsword, which is a little confusing, but overall it's a decent weapon for mid-level players or so. 170 attack, so the only thing that's bad is the attack. Most things we're getting now are 200 to 220 or so, but I mean, it's close. 50% double hand attack on there, and the special for is 50% limit damage and 60% attack, so could be rather handy. Clash of Wills event itself, so this is going to be a fairy dragon. And a little note about being able to use items to refresh Clash of Wills orbs, and they're going to give us 20 free for the new mechanic. So a couple of things to note here. So high damage reduction. So we've seen this quite a few times. It's going to take 3 or 5 turns or whatever of doing elemental damage to reduce the mitigation. Hopefully it's just doing one of the 3. We don't have to do all 3. We'll find out. We did have one where we had to actually seal all the elements at least once. Counters if not dealt elemental damage every turn. We've seen this quite a few as well. Something new for Clash of Wills, counters if correct action is not performed. This reminds me of like Warden Welter and the Simon Says stuff where the boss is going to say something and we have to take some kind of action or get a big counter. So we'll see just how that works out. Reduces parameters and evasion. So reducing evasion could be slightly annoying. We'll have to see what kind of attacks this thing does. And a few other notes is I'm assuming that the boss itself has some kind of evasion, because they're giving us a boost accuracy of physic and magic attacks for everybody as one of the morale actions. And then the special bonus morale boosting is for boosting accuracy of physical or magic attacks on units. So this could be a rather interesting one for dual wield units. Obviously the unit this time is a double hand unit. And the Fortuna Pass, and nothing new there, still the ring, still the same shop. This is only the second fight of the season. And the banner itself. So they decided to bring out Kaito. So same step up that Fravia had with the choice of the items. If you go through this, I'd suggest picking out one of the killers instead of the chess pieces. They're far more useful. So non-premium, the usual daily, you can go through the step up for one of the items and then have to run his units twice to get the 10 tickets for pity if you want a pity. So he's got a brave shift, true brave shift, which is always very nice. His base form is listed as a buffer and attacker, and his shift form is listed as a debuffer and attacker. So physical attack in both forms. One's got some buffs, one's got debuffs. Super Trust, pretty decent. 220 attack katana, two-handed. Kaito only gets 500 attack and 300% health from it. And everybody else can get the 50% demon and fairy killer. Regular Trust, 2000 health, 50 attack, 20 defense. Not bad there. Kaito only will get water absorb, which is rather nice. Everybody can get the 5 LB crystals per turn. Featured 500 attack is EX3. And a couple of the featured abilities. So Magnus, boost limit damage, fill limit gauge, boost damage of limits, convert water damage received to health, and add water element to physical attack for our allies. So hopefully that boosts for everybody, which would be nice. Hard to tell with the way they word things sometimes and how they've had stuff split between self and party. Cooldown, crashing waves, remove positive effects, reduce attack, defense, magic spirit, reduce water resist, and then recast for 2 turns. So this is kind of like what we've seen with Kralia in the past, where it'll just recast breaks a couple of turns in a row. Which, considering this is for a Clash of Wills, we'll have to see if the boss is going to be curing himself a lot of breaks. Might be a little annoying there. We'll have to see. As far as break percentage, because it's a cooldown and not a Magnus, I'm kind of just expecting 85%. We'll see. And then he's got a couple more Magnuses. So one, reduced duration of positive status effects for one enemy, which is an interesting effect. And then increased duration of negative status effects on the other Magnus. So we'll have to see if that's just reducing 1 turn or adding 1 turn. Could be handy. We'll have to see just what those are exactly, which we won't be able to tell until we get the data mine. Global unit means no hints from the JP side. So pretty much this is all the news we have. I'm going to wait for the data mine to decide if I'm going to pull for Kaito or not. I really want to see what his numbers are and everything that he has in his kit, and there's just not enough in the news here to help me decide on that one. If you do decide to pull though, I wish you luck. So we're going to end this video here. Hope everybody enjoyed.